Let's talk about and weed. You and weed. Okay, we could be recording. And I can leave it lonely. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Everyday Gents. The Everyday Gents. Hashtag. Guys, we have another. Today, as you can see, for the first time, Pizzo and I are parking on the couch together. We had a request from one of the supporters of the channel. I'm going to call this person a supporter because when you directly contribute to the channel in a manner such as this, you're no longer a fan, you're an air conditioner. So we had a request from one of the supporters of the show, and she said we should do a segment called, what was it called again? Ask us anything or whatever.
Yeah, ask guys, ask men anything.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So the point of it was for ladies to ask those questions, get them off your chest, those questions that you'll always wanted to ask men, and we were going to just answer them on the channel.
Yeah. So, let's get into it.
It literally says, okay, what makes a man feel like I'm the man? So it's money, so it's problem solving, you know? Second question, this is a two-in-one question. What bruises and what boosts a man's ego the most?
I think I can answer the second question, you can answer the first one. The second question, I think that's entirely subjective. It depends on the guy. We all feel for different things, and we all take different things in a different way. So it's difficult to say what one thing can do for all men. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
Bro, that's not even an answer.
What must I say?
Like, I'm sure generally, yeah, you're right, there is different things, but I mean, I'm sure generally there's certain things that on a man level that, you know, we all, like respect maybe, that boosts a man's ego when a person respects you, anybody, not just, you know.
Yeah, but show us what bruises a man's ego.
You're right. What bruises and what boosts a man's ego?
Oh, wait to these multiple choice questions. Find another question. We'll come back to that in part two, maybe.
The first question was, what makes a man feel like I'm the man?
Isn't that also subjective?
But I can try to answer
What
it.
makes you feel like you the man?
Honestly speaking, for me,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the man when I've honestly achieved my little goals. Because I set little goals, right?
Yeah.
And when I don't feel like I'm the man when a person says, "Oh, this and that." No, I'm a very modest, humble person. But when I start to achieve my little goals that I set up for myself, I'm like, I'm the man, bro. Like I managed to do this and do that and do that. That's what makes me feel like that.
I like that answer. That's
You?
a good answer. What's the next question?
What makes you feel like you're the man?
Me asking me what's the next question. I feel like the man right now. When I can I don't know, how do I say this? When I satisfy my ambitions, very similar to what you said. How you set little goals. But when I prove to myself that I can achieve what I've set out for myself to do, I feel like that's when I feel most like the man.
Yeah.
How do men deal with insecurities, deep emotions, and other mental challenges?
We drink juice.
We pee and go sleep.
100%. 100% juice, you know? Not that mixtures.
It's a tough question because it's a tough subject. It's a touchy subject also.
Yeah. And I think we gave you the answer that what most men wouldn't give. The truth is most men don't like to talk about it.
I don't like to talk about it.
That's the truth. So we just say we drink juice or whatever, but we don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, we kind of bury it, I think. I think we need to chill deep within. Okay, cool. I've got a question. This is a fun question. How do men feel women should behave in the talking stages?
Yo! Okay, I'm gonna speak for personally, right?
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm maybe different, and everybody's different also.
Yeah.
And then let's give our own personal ones, and then we give the general what we believe the general perception would be. How's
Okay.
it?
Alright, we
Okay.
can do that.
Personally, for me in the talking stages, I would like a person to be honest with themselves. Like, if you're not feeling me, don't like ask me what's. And I like these girls that ask what's your expectation, what's your intention, and I'll tell you because I'm gonna be honest, and then be honest with me back. Like, you know what? No, I actually appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Look, there's a practical answer and an ideal answer, because we can sometimes live in a fantasy world. Honestly, it feels like we should only be not only talking to each other, but only invested in each other. Like no one can tell someone who not to talk to. That's like crazy stuff. But ideally, it would be like, okay, when you talk to me or when I talk to you, we engage differently than we do with other people. There's a genuine level of exclusive interest, and not a feeling of, okay, you're interested here, you're interested there, you're interested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ideally, that's my take on that.
But then that's also, like, back to my point about what I'm saying, it's easier to do that when both of you are honest about what, you know, with the expectation.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the talking stages, that's the most important stage, because both parties need to understand what are we talking about, what's the situation. Like, I can't be talking about a relationship, or I can't be talking about a smash and you thinking I'm talking about a relationship. Now our lines are crossed. You know what I mean?
I get you.
So, yeah. I've got another question here.
Yeah.
What is more important in a relationship, an emotional connection or physical connection? Now, this is what's more important to men in a relationship.
So what they're asking is it better to be in love or be in lust, or am I?
To us, what's more important to men? Is it more important to be in love, or it's more important to be in lust?
Oh, obviously I'm gonna go with saying it's more important to be in love, but I'm thinking about what is more important between the emotional and the physical. I feel like it needs to be a healthy balance of both, and a healthy growth of both. Like, no one should outshine or outstand the other. It should be, but it's hard to say equal. Let me say equal in their time. Like, at a certain time, it's time to be emotional. At a certain time, it's time to be physical, and just learn and grow within those times. I think that's my answer.
The way I would answer that question, if I'm thinking about, I don't know. Well, we're not going to say who posted those questions, right? But I don't know how that person truly is deep down. But I'm just saying, from a general thing, I think when this girl is asking the question, she's trying to figure out, like, when it comes to men, do we believe in physically showing you love, you know, affection in a relationship, or do we just do it like in an emotional sense?
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think men are as emotional. I won't say men are not emotional, because we are, and we need to be a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we are as emotional as women. So physically is what we're going to be more. We like to see things in a physical. Yeah, even in the jobs we do, we do more physical work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that way. That's the general answer, I would think.
What does sex feel like for guys? Like, can you compare it to something? Like, what feeling do guys get when we have sex?
What you mean? What feeling do guys get?
I don't know. Ask the question. This person asked the question.
You asked a good question, but what do you mean? If you can, maybe you can put it in the comments, please. Put it in the comments. I'm assuming that everybody who asked these questions is going to be watching this, because
we can only hope.
You know. So if you've asked this, please repeat the question again.
What does sex feel like for guys, basically?
Can
you compare it to anything, just to kind of make them or help this particular woman or group of women relate?
The captain answer is sex feels great. It feels great, man.
Okay.
Most of the time. Most of the time.
Nah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're getting somewhere now.
And I think, because what can I compare it to? I compare it to swearing, bro.
You're gonna compare sex to peeing.
Yeah, but not just anything. You know, when you got that hard one that you've been waiting for the whole day, and then you just vibe. I don't know if it's the same for women, females, but I think for males, bruh, when you got that hard person say, oh, if you're watching this, you all will know. Just hit the comments there. Hit that cucumber in the comments. That's what a cucumber, that purple thing with the green. Hit that one there.
It's eggplant, but anyway.
So for me, it's that, bro, because you know when you get it out, it's say, yo, there's this whole relief, bruh. That's the closest thing that I can think of that it feels like. Maybe if you ask the question a bit more in the comments, then we can expand on the next, you know. For you, you're gonna say the same thing as much as you wanna say something else.
No comment. I'm gonna say no comment.
This segment, I think it's very nice. We should do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we even start telling people what we love, welcome back. Welcome back. As you know today, well, hopefully you know by now, you can just skip into the video, that we're doing some, well, Cap had the idea to have the ladies ask something they would like to know from guys. So we basically just doing our best to answer those questions. And there's been some real questions so far, some real questions. But yeah, how do you feel it's going so far?
I think it's fine, Laka, bro. I think we're gonna definitely need to do a part 2 because after people see this episode, maybe there's gonna be more questions. You know what I mean?
Put all the questions in.
100%, we may not be able to. Just a disclaimer from right now, we may not. There's so many questions that we had, we may
sure
not.
We're not gonna be able to.
Yeah, able to fit.
Another question: what are the qualities that makes an ideal long-term partner?
That's a good question. We ever asked that question? Can we do like a question of the day at the end of it, right? Who asked the
We can see
question of the day?
Front, yeah.
What are the qualities that makes an ideal partner? There's basic things that every relationship needs to have. Obviously, for me, there will be certain qualities that I look for to.
I think maybe answer more personally instead of blanket on this one.
Okay, so for me, the qualities that will make an ideal partner for me is my partner needs to be a woman first and foremost. When I say a woman, I mean in terms of maturity. When I say a woman, I don't talk about age because you can be any age and be mature, you know. I'm just saying a woman is somebody who's mature. That's the definition. So maturity is important to me. Responsible is another thing, you know. Why are you smiling like that, bro?
All right, so she needs to be mature. She needs to be responsible.
Yeah, and she needs to have nice toes.
Yeah.
All of my bros know.
Yeah.
I don't like fat ass, but I like cute toes. The white ones for the streets, for the streets toes.
I'm literally, I got nothing to say to this. I'm just saying, yeah. Because yo,
yeah, the warehouse white ones.
Shout out to warehouse.
The ones that make you go pull the bra one side, so your bra can slide. Let's get it.
What is the question?
The question was
ideal long-term partner.
Yes. I bet you all the people want to know what you're gonna say. So go ahead, my guy.
Can I not say no comment?
If my nigga don't answer your question, unsubscribe.
Nah, I'm gonna answer. The ability to grow in understanding.
Oh.
Because people don't stay the same. Like, you don't marry the person you met, you marry the person you grew with. So if somebody lacks the ability for their understanding to grow, it makes things difficult because you don't even realize you're changing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
as you're growing, you don't realize the changes that other people might see in you. So the ability to understand that growth and grow in understanding, like, okay, maybe someone's habit changed from one thing to another thing. Now you didn't like this habit and now this new one's like a worse version of that habit. But you also need to grow in understanding that maybe I don't know.
And And can we stop saying people changed? We didn't change, we grew, bro.
I'm using the word grow a lot in these sentences. Yeah.
Thank you for actually bringing it up, because that's a very important
thing. I think that is because we're not looking at like looks and stuff. Obviously, if you got with this person, if this person is a candidate to be your partner, then you must already have an attraction to them.
Yeah.
In some way. So I'm talking about once that attraction has been formed, a bond has been set, you have decided to go together. Now from there, I think you need to be able to grow in understanding with your partner.
100%. I think you should put the clap music for that, because that's amazing, bro. What makes men lack communication skills? Because this is common amongst them. I'm a very good communicator, so I don't know about that.
I think there's a portion of the male population that feels like, you know how men don't like to talk about what's bothering them. Usually the communication skills that are lacking are vital things that somebody would like to address. Now for a man, it's generally harder to communicate grievances with somebody who like is the object of our affection or something like that. So sometimes it's difficult to vocalize that, hey, this is a thing for me, or this is an issue for me. And sometimes they will do that initial one, and then a situation will come from their new laid down grievances, and they don't have to further communicate because they feel like, okay, I made you understand once, and they expect you to understand the entire complexity of what could happen from that one. It makes it very difficult.
Also, women give, especially in an argumentative sense now, when there's actually an issue, you'll give too little information. You know, the way you'll relay the information it's like, and sometimes I feel like men are being bad or being deliberate to me when we say we don't understand what you mean. But the truth is, what are you actually saying? Because I feel like you're so, not all of you, some of you are so emotional that you don't actually think clearly what you're trying to put through.
And this is another reason why men don't like to open up about what's bothering them or communicate, as the question says, is because sometimes in fights that communication gets thrown back in your face.
Bro, ladies.
And then it's, sorry, I was angry. The damage is done.
Bruh.
It's done. The score is deep.
Bruh. That's deep. But if we're not answering those questions properly,
it's our first time.
It's our first time, and also, are we gonna do a second part? But can you ask the questions more
specifically?
Yeah, more specifically, because it's like this is a very broad type question, and it's hard to just maybe we're not giving the answer that you're looking for, or whatever. But if you ask it a bit more specifically, I'm sure we'll do better. Do you have another one?
I've got a good few.
Let's go. But I've also got
a more light-hearted one. What is your opinion on women that are out in the club almost every week?
What do you mean? What's my opinion? Question person.
I didn't know there was an opinion to be had.
That's what I'm saying. See again, like be more specific. Like what? I don't know. Like what do you mean, people? In what sense? Like if I would date people that go to clubs.
What they're assuming is, would you go for somebody who's like in the club every weekend, their whole weekend lifestyle is party every weekend or almost every weekend? Is that kind of social activity something that's desirable for you?
I'm gonna speak from experience, not just my own, and also experience from what I see. Not everybody's like this, but I think a lot, in general, most girls that would have a relationship, they would want to respect that relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to respect, women will always give that first.
I think what they're asking is, though, before the relationship is even developed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is where I'm going with the answer. So, if you're in a relationship, I don't think, because you respect it, you're not going to be in the club all the time. Because that's what I'm, Yeah. So if you see a girl in the club all the time, it's either that she's not in a relationship or she's not yet in a serious relationship. So that's not a problem, because, I don't have a problem with that. Also, there's girls that are in the club. It doesn't necessarily mean because you're in the club, you are a club type. Or for the streets. That doesn't mean you're for the streets. So there's girls that I've met in the club that are decent girls, you know what I mean, that literally go there and they go to have a good time, but they're not trying to be up on anybody. So I don't have a problem with that, to be honest.
For those who don't know, I work in that industry, so I'm in clubs quite frequently also. So fair enough, I'm there for work, but it's difficult to judge people for wanting a good time more. Like some people will people have different releases for the pressures of the world. Understand? So Monday to Friday, like most people's weeks, or they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with maybe their job, the project they're on, the co-workers, anything, and they like a release of choice would be to go out and socialize, go out and have a good time, go out and hear music that makes you feel good.
100%.
Because nobody's like going to a different club every single week. People know where they're going, because they know how it made them feel. So I think it's more of a personal feeling thing. It's not so much. Okay, maybe there are some people who are out there, but it's like a minority of them that's looking for a man. Yeah, looking for not even a man, looking for someone to spend money on them or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
or looking for dick.
Or looking for that. Some people go out avidly hunting for such things. So yeah, I would say it's the same as me seeing a person in the shop every week. At Spa.
Aye, that's worse, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is it's a common occurrence. What I mean is it is a common occurrence, and it's nothing to even like take note. Like, what does it mean?
Oh, there's a lack of question, yeah, right?
Is it that what would you do if you had a vagina question?
No.
Oh, okay.
How you know questions are good? Can a man and a woman truly be friends? Is it possible? Let me add to the question without any expectation.
Okay, that's a terrible add-on. But can a man and a woman truly be friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Mine is no. Next question.
Oh, for real? My answer is yes, they can. Yours is not that cool.
Yeah. Wait, sorry.
Wait, I'm asking forward to the what would you do if you had a vagina question. What would you do if you had a vagina for the day or for a day? Or just if you had a vagina, what would you do?
Bro, I've never ever thought about that.
I didn't ever think of it until the question came through.
What would I do if I had a vagina for the day?
I can answer this one first. I would be somewhere in the Middle East. Very rich. Living my best life, you know what I'm saying? I would be very privy to the social standing that I have given what I've been given naturally. So, bro, money is a thing. If people can get rich off selling body part pictures, bro, it's crazy.
Okay.
Who wants to see male genitalia? But female if you got that, bro, OnlyFans can turn into only rands. Let me tell you.
What if you got my labels, bro? For me, what I would do if I had a female vagina, I would drink a lot just so that I can swear.
What is with you and peeing?
And I would feel if it's the same like when a man swears. Because that's what I said, I can't tell. That's what I would do.
Which brings me back to the point that woman orgasm a lot, like woman orgasm is like a trailer for a movie that men will never see. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be the same for us. Like, it's dramatic.
Yeah. Yo, I've seen some dramatic ones, bro. Yo.
Bro.
Yo. Okay. Let me ask the next question.
I do colored boys like, inverted commas, cute toes.
Yo, I feel like that person just posted a question now. For me, I know you're not a toes guy. Is that actually a question or you just...
That's really a question.
Okay. I know you're not a toes guy. I'm a big
Why
toes
the hell
guy.
would I lie about it? Why do I want to...
First of all, the reason why I like toes is because I got very ugly toes, bro. Ask the people that know. They used to tease me. But... Ask the people that know. There's people that watch the show that know I've got very ugly toes, bro. So I like when a girl got cute toes. I'm moving with those bad ones. Honestly, bro, I'll always be honest with you. You know that. But also.
Okay, I'm done.
But also, let me see how much time we have, bro. With this thing, because we want to get.
Last question for this episode is, why were men born with a lying tooth? Was it a genetic thing that women didn't get?
You want to answer that?
It's very brave of one individual to assume that only men lie.
Yeah, but do you want to answer that?
But you can go for this one.
Short answer. I put this up on a post before, and it goes like this. Men are attracted to what they see. That's why women wear makeup. Women are attracted to what they hear. That's why men lie. Pause. Say it. Say it.
Yeah. No comment. Nah, that's bullshit for me though. That's trash. But okay, cool. To each their own. I can understand the logic behind it, but also it's kind of like what? You know? Like, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for this suggestion. Thank you to the female who suggested it, first of all. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers on the channel, and you guys are the everyday people, so help us get there. We're really going to start putting in more effort to get you all to
get more content.
Yes, to get more content out to you guys. So please like and subscribe. Please share the content as well, and please ask more questions in the comment section below.